Hello, Ainsley and Willow. Today we're going to read Froggy Builds a Treehouse by Jonathan London. Pardon me as my cameraman moves around. Froggy woke up and looked out the window. The sun was rising in the sky like a giant pizza. Pizza! Sang Froggy, and that gave Froggy a great idea. He hopped out of bed and got dressed. Zip, zoop, zup, zap, 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 zat. And then he flopped into the kitchen, flop, 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 and said, Mom, I'm going to build a treehouse. You can do lots of cool things in a treehouse without any adults around, like play cards, tell jokes, and order out for pizza. That's nice, dear, said Mom. Are you going to build it all by yourself? No, with a little help from my friends. Froggy hopped up and flopped towards Max's house. Flop, flop, flop. Froggy, called his mom. What? You forgot to eat your breakfast, dear. I'm not hungry. When he got to Max's house, he yelled, Max, Max, come out. And he told Max all about his great idea. Awesome, said Max. And the two best friends went over to Matthew's and Travis's and came back to Froggy's house with hammers, nails, saws, and boards. They're going to make some disaster, I can tell. Then they started building their treehouse with a little help from Dad. First, they sawed the boards. Zee-zaw, zee-zaw. And then they nailed them to the trunk so they can climb up. Zing, zang, zunk. And then they built the floor. It's going quite well. Froggy, called Pollywogalina. What? Me want to help. Go away, said Froggy. No pesky little sisters allowed. And if anyone ever tells you that, ignore them. Froggy started to saw a branch. Zee-zaw, zee-zaw. Froggy, called Frogalina, hopping over a fence. What? Said Froggy. You're sawing yourself off with the branch. Hee hee hee. Oops. I know that, said Froggy. Now go away. No girls allowed. Just me and my friends. Once again, if someone tells you that. Froggy and his friends started putting up boards for walls. Oops, cried Froggy, but only a few boards fell. Bonk. As a dad, I've been hit by things that have been dropped by my kids. Then he started pounding nails again. Zing, zang, zowie! He smashed his finger. I'll kiss it, said Frogalina. Yuck, cried Froggy. Go away. He climbed down and held up his thumb to his mom. Mom put a Band-Aid on Froggy's thumb. Now, do you want something to eat? Not until we finish our treehouse, said Froggy. Then we'll call for pizza. By the time they finished the treehouse, the sun was setting. Froggy dropped his hammer. Zonk! Oops! Watch out below! He yelled. We're starving! We want to call for pizza now. That hard hat right there is the most important piece of safety equipment in this book. Froggy's mom climbed up, called Swamp Pizza, and let Froggy order. We want an extra large pizza with lots and lots of flies. Not on my slice, said Max. Not on my slice, said Matthew. Not on my slice, said Travis. Whatever, said Froggy. When the pizza finally came, Froggy grabbed the box and started climbing up. He climbed and the pizza wobbled. He climbed and the pizza tipped. And just as he reached the top, the pizza dropped. Down, down, down. Oh no! Oops, cried Froggy, looking more red in the face than green, which is quite impressive for a frog. Caught it, said Frogalina. Wow, cried Froggy. Lucky catch. I have a surprise for you, Froggy, said Frogalina. If you let me into your treehouse. Well, said Froggy, only if I like the surprise. So Frogalina scampered up like a monkey, opened the box and said, Surprise! And sprinkled on lots and lots of flies. Yes, cried Froggy. Yippee! And he took a giant bite. Yum, this pizza is frogalicious. Let's call out for another one. Wait, let's make that 5 pizzas. And Froggy and his friends ate pizza. Munch, crunch, munch. And played cards. Slap, slap, slap. And told jokes in Froggy's treehouse all night long.